Have you been to the Murtala Muhammed International Airport recently? Let's do a refresher course and get you updated. I revisited the Murtala Muhammed International Airport in Lagos to see if there were any important updates or changes that we needed to know, starting from the drop-off to the departure through to arrivals. The airport has two terminals, Terminal 1 and Terminal 2, but today we're starting with Terminal 2. It's been over a year since my last visit, so I wanted to see what's changed. The first thing you will notice is that you can now be dropped off right in front of the terminal. This wasn't always possible, and it makes things much easier, especially for those with heavy luggage or elderly family members. And looking at this, it seems like almost all international airlines have moved operations here. Now, what you are about to see is adorable. There's a new patrol officer at the entrance, a K9 detective named Blondie. She's a Labrador trained to sniff out prohibited or diseased agricultural items in your luggage. Don't be fooled by her looks. Blondie is all business. Here's the real upgrade. Remember when several security agencies will hover around here, scanning and rechecking your luggage endlessly? That era is over. Manual bag searches have been eliminated, replaced by AI-powered X-ray machines that detect explosives, narcotics, currencies, and other prohibited items. If something suspicious is flagged, then and only then will your bag undergo a secondary manual search. That's why tables for agencies like Customs and NDLEA are still present. No more dragging your bags from one table to another. No more unnecessary delays, no more intimidation or harassment, hopefully. And next up, take the escalator or the elevator and you arrive at the main check-in floor. Once upstairs, you will be greeted by a host of airline check-in counters. Terminal 2 is no longer a backup. It's now alive and bustling. There's actual energy now. It's busier, better, and bolder, especially with more international flights departing from here. The flight information display system is live and running. The screens show flights for all 17 international airlines operating at both Terminal 1 and Terminal 2. But here's where it gets interesting. Some airlines check in at Terminal 2 here, but board passengers at Terminal 1. Others handle both check-in and boarding at Terminal 2. So always check the info printed on your boarding pass or confirmation email.
This F51 to F60 is dedicated to APs. I think these are their passengers, right? This group of people here might be their passengers.
Yeah.
So many of them are their passengers to London, to other destinations. Oh, they're set up for London? Anyway, yes, for London, a lot of people come early to the airport, yes.
And here is something that stood out. Amongst all the airlines, only APs has dedicated check-in counters. Other airlines use shared counters, which is okay. But if you're not flying APs, I recommend arriving 4 to 5 hours early, especially during peak periods. There's also a dedicated section for oversized baggage check-in, located just beside AP's counters. This is where you check in anything large that can't go on the regular belt.
There's some bags that cannot go through. There's a link inside from here to the tarmac.
Okay, and guess who is here too? Emirates Airlines. Their counters are hard to miss. Seeing them return to Murtala Muhammed International Airport feels like welcoming an old friend home. And passengers with disability are prioritized at this terminal. Please check with your airline during your booking. Now, let's talk about something every traveler should know. There's a consumer protection unit desk right inside Terminal 2. It's actually at most of our departure terminals. Even at domestic terminals, you can get them there. And their job to protect your rights as a passenger. Think of them as your best friends at the airport. The unit is now much more efficient and responsive. And my advice, stop by their desk, collect their number. You'll never know when you might need it. And if that time comes, thank me later. Public Wi-Fi is not available at Terminal 2, so if you need to get online, it is best to sort that out before your arrival. As a matter of fact, there is no public Wi-Fi at any of the terminals, both Terminal 1 and Terminal 2, okay? So get yourself sorted out before your arrival. And what about the self-check-in kiosks? They have been installed for a while now, but unfortunately, they are not operational just yet. Hopefully that changes soon. I actually don't know why the delay. And let's go further. Passengers have embraced the e-gates well. It's not as if they have options, but are getting used to it. It's nothing new here. E-gates has been here since 2023. They still have multiple agencies here at immigration, but their processes have improved drastically. Also, security has improved since 2023. It's now very streamlined and more efficient. However, some of the familiar procedures are still in place. You will still need to remove your shoes, belts, jewelry, and laptops and go through the usual checks for prohibited items and anything not allowed in the aircraft or cabin. More lounges have opened and duty-free options have expanded, though food courts and coffee shops are still missing. So grab a meal before coming to the airport or pack a snack. Premium passengers can always have something to eat in the lounge. Now that you have made it this far, you don't pass the real wahala. So go ahead, find your airline's gate and just chill while we take a look at what arriving passengers can expect and see whether that side has stepped up as well. I have to go down to the arrival hall. From here now, I can access the arrival area.
And this is where passengers come out from. This area, you can only come out, you cannot go in. So that is why they have this screening machine here. It's a very sensitive area, but
they have given us permission to get in. That's why I'm doing all these checks. So let's go see if there are any changes or any updates for arriving passengers. So let's walk through the process together step by step. Right after you deplane, you'll be greeted by this open walkway. You'll have a bit of walking to do, but don't worry, the Travelator is active and working. Just walk up to it and it kickstarts into motion. It's a big help for elderly passengers, families, or anyone carrying a lot of stuff.
And it can take more than 20 people.
Port Health Desk is next. If needed, health forms will usually be handed out on the plane. There's nobody here for now because there's no flight on ground. And clean and accessible restrooms are located before immigration and at the baggage claim area as well. Now immigration comes next. Visa on arrival, follow the signs to the right. Otherwise, you may go to either side, as both lead to immigration staffed line. For security reasons, I didn't film the immigration area, but got permission to only film the biggest updates at arrival, the biometric e-gate. Now, here is the good news. I don't know if you've heard, but biometric scanning is now available for Nigerian passport holders and is a much quicker option if you're eligible. And to be eligible, you've got to be a Nigerian citizen, number one. You've got to be 18 years and above, number two. And your passport must be an e-passport. Now you're done with immigration, time to go collect your luggage. This is the baggage claim area. Isn't it beautiful? Have you noticed? Every corner of this terminal tells a story through art. From the glass panels to the walls in the departure hall, you will find local art forms that reflect the vibrant culture of Lagos. You will spot them on the walls around the baggage claim area too. Subtle but powerful, and it gives the baggage claim area a refreshing look. It's like the terminal itself is welcoming you with a warm embrace. I was told it was created to calm your senses, and it takes your mind away from the anxiety that comes with travels. Whether you are departing or arriving, this space quietly celebrates the creativity and spirit of Nigeria's most energetic city. This is the kind of terminal experience we've been waiting for. Clean, efficient, thoughtful, and uniquely Nigerian. Carousels are faster, and there is a way less waiting around these days.
They have about 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. 5 carousels, all right? But right now, no flights on ground now, okay? So the whole place is empty. And then here you have your trolley bay where you can pick up your trolley. This was for 3,000, all right? These are for 150 naira. So these ones are paid for. Now I'm going to tell you the ones that are not paid for, because they say that this airport trolleys are not paid for. And you'll be wondering, but they charge me money. So I'm going to show you the ones that are free. From the colors, you'll be able to differentiate. The blue ones are paid for, the black ones are free. But in case you need a porter service, they offer that as well. So this one is 3,000 naira and it comes with the porter service. So the porter service is inclusive of the 3,000 naira that you're going to pay. But this is 150 naira, doesn't come with porter service. Porter service is 1,500.
So depending on how much luggage you have, you can pick what works best for you. There's no duty-free area and no food courts in this part of the terminal until you get to the pickup area. By now you have collected your luggage. Sometimes they search you or just wave you through. It's a hit or miss. Unfortunately, no flights were on the ground during filming, so I couldn't show the actual process. And from there, you move to the arrival hall. Welcome to the arrival hall of Terminal 2. Let me give you a heads up. Nothing is sold here. No shops, no snacks, just a bourre de change. So plan well, especially if you're traveling with children or elderly relatives. Let's walk you through the rest of your arrival process. As you can see, a lot has changed at Terminal 2 since we last visited. It's more organized and more welcoming. Also, it has newer equipment, modern system, and feels more like the international gateway we have been waiting for. Sure, some gaps remain, like Wi-Fi, the check-in kiosk, food courts, and one or two other things, but the progress here is undeniable.
This for me is one of the coolest parts of this airport journey. Chicken Republic restaurant is open now. The last time I visited, it wasn't open.
Have you flown through Terminal 2 recently? What was your experience like? And if you haven't been through here lately, you are in for a surprise in a good way. I'll stop here for now. Let us know if you want more inside looks at any airport in Nigeria or any African airports. Thanks for watching, and as always, safe travels. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.